washed in that, but really you're just still dreaming.
Still dreaming.
Yeah.
But it's like recently I've been having nightmares again.
Really?
Yeah, like sleep disturbing ones. So weird, really weird.
That's weird. What?
Not every night, just occasionally. But it's, you know, when you wake up and you're just like you feel exhausted.
Yeah. Sweating and that.
100% sure why.
Yeah. Probably disturbs sleep, just tossing and
Yeah.
turning.
That's it.
That's what it'll be, man.
Catch anything yesterday?
No. It was a weird day.
It was.
But price done what I said it would do. If you were taking sells below that 4 hour mark, it was dodgy as out, because these would have got you out. Because, remember what I said? Be careful taking sells below 2019 off the 4 hour, because these would have caught you out. I mean, it was just a weird day yesterday. I didn't like it at all, really.
Nah, I got 3 cells on like going up
Did you?
yesterday, so
Good morning, FX Snipe. What you on wing backs?
yeah.
On the way up. That's good.
Yeah.
You must have hit this because I was looking at this 2026 level. Did you get one there for a wing back? Was it 2026? Yeah, it was around 2026 area. I was debating whether to get. I just left it yesterday.
So 20, 22, 23.58 and 25.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, let's see if we can catch some pips today. That's good. With you, a trade. With you, I feel like I haven't had one for ages. Okay, let's do a top down then. So, how's this looking? So the monthly, we know the monthly should come back down to. We've got 5 minutes for an hour close. 1989. That's our target. The monthly's done its top wick. Now it should be flipping. It should be coming straight down to 1985. Now the thing is though, is the weekly's bullish. So this is the issue you've got. And remember what I said yesterday? So if you're taking sells below here, you've got to be careful. If you watch it on YouTube, watch the stream from yesterday. I said be careful taking sells below here, because what can happen? The weekly can come and test previous support and create a wick for this candle and then flip to the upside. Now obviously it hasn't flipped yet, but it could be on its way back up to flip. Therefore that means the monthly might flip back up. Now I can't really see the monthly flipping back up, but it could do. This could be a bullish close and then we've got new support at 2040. So that's what could happen. Okay, but it's probably even trickier now because the weekly's already hit its target. Remember, we were looking to sell down, weren't we? But prices dropped and didn't get a chance to get in. It did pull back, but didn't pull back to our zone, unfortunately, which I dropped beforehand. But now it's done its bottom wick, this weekly. I mean, it's closed on this minor support at 2040. It's already got a top wick, but is this weekly going to flip to the upside? We don't know. Ideally, next week should be better, because if we can get this bearish close, or even if we do close below, then we know definitely we're coming back down. But at the minute, this weekly can do anything, because the weekly's bullish, but the monthly's bearish. So we've got a bit of contradiction there. Okay, so now the daily, on the other hand, the daily has closed respecting this support here. But we have closed bearish, heavily bearish to be fair, on the daily. So where does the daily need to come now? Do we need to come back down? We've already tapped 2016 and this one tapped 2016, and then this daily just closed bullish and came all the way back up to 2042. So is this daily going to come back up to 2042? Or yeah, because even that one comes back up to 2042. So this would be our target going up, Well, actually, no, it would be like that. Because we haven't had a top wick yet on the daily. So taking buys above there is a bit dodgy because the dailies can come up, tap 2040 and then reject. Okay, so be careful taking buys above there. But could we buy up? Potentially. We haven't had a pullback yet. We're heavily bearish on the daily. Coming down, you've closed respecting support, so it just means, is the daily going to give us a steeper bottom wick before going up like this one? So we need to identify, what are we on? Are we on this daily closed 2023.95? So the new daily is going to come down, break the lows and then flip bullish. Or are we on this one? Heavily bullish, bearish candle, left us with a wick, and then the new daily is just going to mess about today. Is that what we're going to get? We don't know. We've just got to see, don't we, on a lower time frame. So the dailies are again, another tricky one because you've closed respecting the support. So it's not making it easy for us today or yesterday. Let's have a look at previous. Now, looking at previous data, it's difficult again because we haven't got much. This is all we've got. This, and these. Have we got any more? Oh yeah, we've got this as well. So this daily was heavily bearish, closed respect, and the new daily top wick and then flipped through. Now, are we going to flip through? Are we going to flip through? Now, they all do tend to come through to to 2021. So are we going to push 2021? It's just whether we come back up, guys, because we haven't had much of a pullback. Do we need a pullback? Can we come straight through to 2021? Or is this daily just going to flip? You broke this high, therefore there should be enough liquidity now to get past 2016. Or do we need a top wick? Do we need a top wick on the daily before flipping to the downside? So therefore, are we going to come back up to 2040? Let's see what the 4 hour is doing. So the 4 hour is closed bullish, and it's closed in that disgusting range from yesterday. Look at this range. This area, guys, is minging. Look at that. Minging. Price can close anywhere. Closed here, then dropped through the floor. Closed here, then broke above. Closed. There's no set level. It's more like.
I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, I know, mate. Minging. Absolutely minging. Tricky. Because the 4 hours closed. None of these 4 hours have got a top wick. So, is this 4 hour going to flip to the upside? And if that's the case, where's it going to flip? Let's flick the. Let's get these off because these are not valid. We've got an area around there which doesn't even fit properly. Maybe like that. We've got a area there. Got a new zone there again which doesn't fit properly. More like that. Then you've got and the next zone, we do tend to come up to 2038. No, we don't. We come up to. The zones are all out on the 4. Look at these. These ones broke above. You're not closing, respecting. You're stopping short and then you're dropping. So, I mean, a good sign is one of these needs to have a top wick. And if this one hasn't done it, then more than likely it's going to be this one, isn't it? But how far is the bottom wick going to be? Because when we get a close like this, or like this one came up and tapped 2036. This one didn't and just closed small bearish, and then the new 4 came down. So is it going to take 4 hours to get back down? If so, can we take wing back buys from 2024 back up? Or is the 4 going to drop through the floor? Fucking hell. There's so many different things what can happen here, you guys. This is a case of we need to catch a trade on a smaller time frame. Because at the moment, anything can happen. You can come back down. You could tap 2024. I want to see if we can get... If the 4 does come down to 2021, do we reject from there? You can come straight through. 2. So the 4's bullish. The 3's bullish, but didn't break out close respecting. The 2 is bearish with no bottom wick. So this 2 should flip to the upside. What else have we got? Okay, the 1's bearish, small bearish with a top wick. So, is this just going to drive down now to fill the range? But it hasn't given us a chance to get in. Because technically, the 1 hour is this. So therefore, the 1 should be coming down to tap 2024. 2024, maybe 2024.30. The all tap 2024.30. It looks like, apart from this one. So does that mean if this one doesn't, can we get a wing back from 2029? If we do come back up, but that would be the 4 hour flip, so that might not work out. So, if that's the case, we just need a pullback to get in to come down to 2024. What's 15?
Far off that at the minute.
You are?
We're not far off that at the minute. We're 25.60.
So,
like to do a pullback.
Yeah, the next candle to close is the 15. We don't want this 15 driving. This 15's broke out as well. So if we can get 5's broke out, everything's broke out, so we should be tapping. We need a higher pullback here. We probably could have got in off that hour really, because it's already done a top wick. Now, so this is the only thing I'm seeing at the minute. You should be coming down to tap 2024, because that's what the hours do. Morning, Jamie. Morning, FX Snipe. But this could just drive at the minute. So I really need some sort of pullback. Now, what if price comes down and taps 2024? Well, it can actually power straight through. So could we not take a wing back buy, because the 4 hours bullish from here back up? What's that? That's 16 pips. So every time price comes down, you tap, you don't come back up. Well, you do, I suppose, but pips. This one didn't make it. These ones powered through. It's very, very dodgy zone, this, guys. Very, very dodgy. So the majority time when you do tap 2022, you do pull back to 2024. Now, The 4 hour is bullish, so the 4 hour needs to have a top wick. So if this hour does power down and tap 2022, we potentially buy back up. Because I do feel that something's got to come back up for a top wick on here. But is the daily going to come and create a steeper bottom wick? Therefore, that would be the weekly pushing back down. The 4 coming down, tapping. Because the 4, you don't know if the 4's closed respecting or broke out. That's the issue. I would think though that the 4's probably going to have to come and tap 2036 before driving down to break these lows. So if that's the case, if this hour candle can reach down to 2022.74, we'll take wing back buys up. Yeah, because even if the hour does want to drive down, it's not just going to, let's say the hour does close below, that's how we're starting to get out. The next hour then is going to give you a pullback anyway to come and fill the rest of the range. So obviously we would get out on the pullback. And this is previous support at that point. So unless we get a pullback here now, and then we can get some sell stops underneath, because we haven't filled the range at 2024 yet. You do tend to fill the range at 2024 unless... Oh, no, do you know what? We don't actually have to. Because we've tapped 2024. Tapped 2024. Came up to 2029. 2029. Then we pull back to... Are we going to reject here? Are we going to reject here and then carry on coming up? But this one tapped 2022. So is this one going to tap 2022? I tell you what. Fucking hell. That's been straightforward, Dad, has it? The last couple of weeks. I'm sure we'll grab something today, though, guys. I feel like I haven't had a trade for ages.
And you keep saying, like, be better next week.
Yeah.
Be better tomorrow.
And it doesn't, does it?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not better.
I know. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying, you go through these cycles. So there's times where it's just easy, mate. Simple breakout, boom, sell stop, gone. Next zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes wingbacks are just on off the 15-minute time frame. It's just so simple.
Do we need to come back down to like the 1980s, 1800 levels?
Yeah, I think we do, you know.
And previous history.
Well, if this monthly flips, right? If this monthly flips and closes bullish and breaks above the high, I'm going to have to introduce another pair.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be very difficult at that point. The way I trade, it's going to be very difficult. You're only going to have the higher time frame candles creating the previous data. But I
need to come down for it
to go up. Yeah, so because it needs to come and tap previous support, which it has tapped previous support, but I do believe the body of the candles will need to come down to 1991 if it wants to go up and break the highs. But I'm hoping when they come down, they break back in below 1991. Therefore, you're in this big range at that point. You should be coming down to 1845, which will be much better for us.
Yeah. 1893 marked up as a... I'm not 100% sure why I've done that now.
So is this daily going to flip, basically? Is this daily going to flip or is it going to close like this? That's the question. And if it closes like this, that means we're probably going to get a steeper top wick. Are we going to come and tap 2036? Therefore, how do we get in? So the 4 was bullish, so that tells us that, yes, I know you can sort of reject from me and come back down, but there's no top wicks on them. I mean, this one's got a top wick. None of these, where 2 have not got a top wick, if you look. This one's got a top wick, this one doesn't have much of one. Again, this one didn't have much of a top wick, so this one created it for it. So I do believe price is going to have to come back up, create a top wick, even if you want to drive down. So this is what I'm saying. If we can get this hour to pull, because there's 2 hours left of this forward candle. So if this hour can pop down to 2022, because we've identified this as a potential wing back area to come back up. Yeah, same as here, maybe this one. If this hour can pop down to 2022, we can buy up. That would be the hour, tap on it, pulling back, and then the new hour flips and drives up. So it would look something like this hour would pop down, pop back up, maybe close respecting these areas, and then at that point, this one will have the wick. So the liquidity, which had broke the lows, in order for the next candle to open up, little bottom wick, and then drive back up. Like so. And then that wouldn't be the 4 hour flipping though, would it? It'd be the 4 hour bearish. Like this. But then the new 4 potentially could top wick, and then even if it wants to come back down, I do feel you're going to have a top wick on that to come down. So FX snipe, yeah. So we're looking at what have you said, 2019? Yeah. Well, that's another one. Yeah. You could have a second entry, so you could have buys from 2022, and then if you look where price pushes through, we could have a second entry at like 2016, or yeah, probably 2016 for me. There is 2020.5 for potential buys back up. What you're trying to get with these buys back up, guys, you've got to look where the wicks and try and get a decent line. So there's one there. There's one there. Like prominent wicks, these ones come down to there. That one comes down to there. That one comes down to there. So you're trying to get a line where you can sort of tap without missing the move, but you want the sort of the furthest one, so the stretch. So stretches, grabs, and then retracts. So, but you don't want to miss the move either. So this one's probably okay for a potential second entry. But if it's too close to the first one, then there's no point on the second entry, because you need to have some sort of advantage for the second entry. Otherwise, there's no point. I don't know whether I'd do a second entry on this, to be honest with you. I don't like them lows. I need to get past it. This range below is disgusting. I know for a fact people would have been caught out yesterday. People would have been caught out on these. On this 4 hour move here, because they would have seen a breakout of the 4, broke this low. They would expect it to come all the way down to 2013, say, because that's what these did. Right, but they would be hoping to catch the move down to 2001. So I know for a fact that's what people would have done. I said it'd be tricky below there. So why is this here? So now here's the thing though, is this just the top wick for the daily to come back down? I do think though, if you want to drive down, you're going to have to, this hour's just not going to go like that, is it? And then like that. It's unlikely it's going to do that. If anything, not when the 4 was bullish. That's like this 4 hour. So if anything, this 4 is probably going to close something, worst case, back into the range. Bit like this. Yeah. Which obviously will have a wick. And then the new 4 could pull back to 2026. This would be our take partial move to break even for 16 pips. And then if it wants to drive back up, fantastic. If it doesn't and wants to flip, we then should be getting out at our take partial move to break even. So that there, what I'm showing you there, is exactly what this one done here. But still didn't even drive. The new 4 came down to 2019, and then the new 4 came up to 2029. And is this going to create that top wick for this? So that's probably the closest thing what we've got to what price is doing at the minute. Other than that, you just wait. You just get this another day out of the way. Because it's not the nicest, like, I won't lie. But can this hour now, is this hour going to close respecting this man of support and then close bullish and then we just bomb back up? That's what could happen also. Or can we get down to this wing back buy area? Oh, that's what it was. It was bloody stops, wasn't it? Why did they have them stops? Now here's another one though, because you think we've been up to these levels. We've actually broke these highs, right? We broke these highs. This one, keep an eye on this one. You come down, you tap all the way down in 2019. Price done exactly the same. Came all the way down, tap 2019. Okay? Then price came back up and tapped 2029. And then bombed through the floor. Price came all the way back up, tapped 2029. Now is it going to bomb through the floor? That's another one what it looks similar to. So if that's the case, do we have to be very careful on this wing back buy? Well, we do. I think the way to get out of this wing back buy is if the hourly closes below. If the hourly closes below, I think we need to get out, because this hour closed below and price drove. This hour closed below. It's a very strong range. Come back down, back up. Here's another one here. So you came down, came back up, and you carried on up to 2036. So there's loads of contradictions at the minute. Really, that's mad. Yeah, man, crazy. Well, that's it. I mean, we could bomb back down, because price shows here you can actually come back down and fly through, or because this could just be the top wick for the daily. I don't believe it is though, because if you look at these top wicks, every time price closes around here, look where all these top wicks go. Even here is the closest one. You haven't even tapped that, 2032. But I imagine the top wicks are going to have to come back up to 2036. But we can also get a wick fill on this daily, which we should do, but it's just when. Are we going to come back up first? This 4 is probably going to be key as well, because if this 4, actually it's probably not going to be key. If this 4 doesn't break below 2024, Even if it breaks below 2024, it just the next one can just close doji. We're just in an absolutely disgusting area. But at the minute, oh yeah, I thought you were ignoring me. Let's have a look on the 15s though. See what this looks like. So price is not driving. I want to see when you close respect in 2024, what price looks like when it comes down to 2022. Back up, down, back up. All we're trying to see, guys, now, so on my previous data, is when price comes from the top, when it taps this, does it come back up and tap this? And if it does, the majority of the time, then we're good for wing back buys up, because this is how we take partial move to break even. Then price can decide where it wants to go from there, if it wants to shoot up or whether it wants to shoot down. It doesn't make a difference. We've done for our trade, haven't we? Anything else is a bonus. Good morning, Vin. Good to see you, man. So it's up and down, up and down. This is what you sort of want to see. Up and down, up and down. So down, you would have been activated here. You would have went into drawdown and then come back straight back up. Tap straight back up. No drawdown whatsoever. Look at these areas. These are lovely areas. This is what we want to see. Straight back up, straight back up. I believe this is 16 pips. 15 pips, 14 pips even. We might be able to extend that though, because we want to see, look. So this comes to 2024. They all come to 2024 really. So we could extend that a tad. Like that. Down, back up. Down, back up, nice. Down, draw down. Didn't quite make it, back down, and then makes it. Down, back up. These ones don't reach down, so we've got to be wary of that. Do we need to bring our wing back by closer so we actually catch the move? Straight into drawdown and then back up before driving down. Is what I'm saying. So it does look like we do tend to tap 2024, even if you want to drive down. And with the forward being bullish, this is a wing back buy we could take because the forward was bullish. And with that not having a top wick, another confluence that, well, we're likely going to come up to create a top wick for the fall before driving down. But the only issue we've got now is whether we get down to wing back buy, or are we going to reject around these levels where price is now, which we know it can do because price is telling us that it could reject from around them levels. Again, yeah, it works lovely there. Oh, this one didn't. Yeah, it did. Drawdown, pull back, break even, and eventually comes through. Back down, tap, straight back up, nice. Okay, this one came back to break even. This is what I'm saying with wing backs. They always give you a chance to get out. Always. So you could have got out there, but still, even if you left it, it would still play out. So I'm pretty happy with that wing back buy area. It's just whether we reject from here to come back up, which we don't want. What we don't want to see is we don't want price to come up, create that top wick for the 4 and then come back down, because then that means now there's less chance for it to pull back. It could just drive through, because you think we don't have to, there's a less reason to come back to break the highs, because now that the wick's gone for the 4 hour. That makes sense. But at the minute we've got a bullish 4 hour and neither of them candles have got a top wick, so one of them is going to have a top wick. And if the other one didn't have one, what's left? This 4 hour. Therefore, is this 4 hour going to flip? And if it doesn't flip, then what will happen is another candle more than likely be the next forward candle will come up to create that top wick. So if that's the case, we know we need to get up there. How can we get in? And that's why we're looking at this wing back buy from 2022, because we haven't tapped it. We do tend to tap 2022. But I want to see if I can identify price not tapping 2022 and rejecting here to come up, because this is an area where you can go from. So let's have a look. So if we look at this one here, so we came up, we tapped these level, we came up, we tapped this level, then we came down, then we come down, and then we're in around AC. Doesn't come down our wing back area, and then it just shoots off. So what do we want to see then? Let's try and identify a pattern here. What's showing us that price is not going down. Well, the first thing what's going to be telling us is where prices just stops driving down. Okay, so you need a bullish close on the 15. Yeah, and then you get a bearish close, break the lows, and then you're thinking, okay, well, you're going to drive now because this one's broke below. But if this one doesn't drive and you break back the highs, that's the first sign to start thinking, well, why didn't that drive? Why didn't this one drive? Yeah. Or you could wait and go, okay, well, this is a liquidity grab to drive down. Now you broke these highs, we should be able to drive down the next one. This one didn't drive. So at that point, what are you thinking? Okay, then, well, if we didn't drive after this liquidity grab, therefore we need to now break this in order to drive down. So that's then your confirmation that, okay, you're going to break this at least. That's your take partial move to break even, and you look to get in on some of these trades, on some of these candles here, to come back up. Does that make sense? I know I'm blabbering on. I hope it's I'm not going too fast for you.
That makes sense.
Okay, so so we've had a 30-minute breakout here. Ooh, sucking me in for a sell. If that 30 could give us a steeper top wick, we could have got a sell stop underneath. Because the 30's broke below this minor support now, so therefore the 30 now is in this range. So therefore the 30 should be coming down to 2024. Let me just check these minor supports though, because it's this here I don't like. Look at this 30 here. Change the colour. Let's change the colour. There's a 30 minor support. He did a break below that. No, it didn't. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? Okay, so is this 30 going to close bullish? That's the thing. Is the 30 going to close bullish, or are we going to come and fill the range? Let's put this to a small one. And if we do break below, then our wing back buy is likely going to be on. But if we don't, and we close bullish or doji, then this could be the area where we're going to reject from here to come back up. Okay, so we're close. We're getting close. Look, there's another 30 there. Close respecting, close respecting. You do pull back down, but you don't quite tap our wing back buy area. Do we need to bring that closer? Do we need to bring it to 2023? To come back up. Respected. So here's another one. 30 respecting. New 30 comes all the way back up to 2029 and then comes back down. So we're also going to do that. What's this 30 doing? Ooh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay guys, stand by. Be on my call. There's 15. This is what you want. Nice big pushing candle. I don't know whether we're going to make it down to there though. We'll see. Get this on the signals. Mason, you gotta go, mate.
Oh my god, I'm too busy.
Uh, 2022.88. What would stop? So we'd be looking at something like this. Now this is quite a fast range though as well, so it could actually power through, right? Where was our target? Our target's actually 2036. Take partial move to break even is 2024 level. Entry price 2022.88. Stop loss. 2012.97. TP1 would be 2024.87. TP2. Target 2036.5. What would be one of the reasons why we don't actually push to 2036? Well, it could be that the monthly has already done its top wick and it's unlikely to push higher up. Oh no, not 2036, sorry, 2065. Alright, okay. Yeah, cancel that. So our target is 2036 because we don't know whether the weekly is going to come back up. We don't know if the weekly is going to flip. That's what we're trying to catch, the weekly flip. And the daily top wick. So actually, yeah, it should... I would think it would get hit. If it wants to come down, we're likely going to tap 2036 before breaking these lows at 2017. But saying that, this one didn't. This one only came as far as 2033. So that's another zone there. So let's make sure. There's another zone there, 2032 here. So price came all the way down, pull back, and then gone. But is this that pullback? Push back. No. Okay, because if we get a forward close below here, it's just a case of top wick, but you need that top wick on one of these. So pull back to create top wick, and then sell stops below coming back down, because you should tap at least 2016 really. 2016. Is that what we're going to do? Are we going to drive here? Because if we break these lows, are we going to power through? We broke the lows, came back down, we broke them again. Broke the lows, came back down. Is the daily going to flip and drive? Is this daily got enough of a top wick to drive down now? And if that's the case, is this daily going to power down and fill the wick? It's tapped the area of the 4 hour. The daily hasn't got much of a top wick though. Can't see it driving down. I think if anything, come down, create a steeper bottom wick a tad, and then flip back up. Is that what's going to happen? You got no bottom wick on this 2 hour, so is this 2 hour going to flip to the upside? Is the hour only going to tap 2024 and then reject? Time will tell. Time will tell. All we know is from previous data, the majority of the time you tap around this level, 2022, you come back and tap 2024, and then price can do whatever it wants. Is this 30 going to pull back and close respecting? Remember, there's a man of support here. Is this 15 gonna flip? To upside, lad.
You drinking Yorkshire tea?
No, not today. Latte, mate.
Oh, back on the latte.
With what's it called? Is it Bista? Bista, not Bista. That's bloody. Oh no, Bisto's gravy. I can't remember what it's called. The milk what they have in the coffee shops, not where it creates all the froth.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we get. So I really froth it up. I used to just get the little Costa sachets and just put it in my little latte machine and just obviously make a Costa from there. But we just buy the milk cartons now. We just make it ourselves in a pan. Miles better.
It'd be much cheaper that way as well.
Oh yeah, it is actually. You get 3 cups out of a bloody carton.
Yeah.
And the carton's like £2 something. Where them Costa sachets are like £8 or something.
Yeah.
Like a fortune. Where like £2 a coffee or something.
It's like going to a store, like a Costa shop, and getting a coffee.
Yeah.
It's costly.
Did you see my ET thing in the group?
Just seen it on Instagram.
It's funny, isn't it? I've got a couple more. I get a bit bored, so I just make daft bloody things. I've got a Braveheart one. I've got a Brokeback Mountain one. I'll pop that in this week sometime.
Brilliant.
How are we gonna power through? This is what's tricky as well, because if you get an hour break below here, you've technically had a breakout, but these areas are dangerous, guys. I mean, look at these breakouts, dangerous areas. $20.19 FX night. Where are you at here? Yeah, round here you're on about, aren't you? Yeah, we could pop down to there, but even when you pop down there, this first entry, I mean, look, you would play out on this first entry anyway. Tap, back up. I do not want to be on the charts long today, but yeah, you have got a potential second entry. That's a good spot, that, mate. You have got a potential second entry at 2019 to come back up. So yeah, we could look at that as well, I suppose. Let's mark it up and we'll see how it plays out. I'd probably say like that. The only thing I'm cautious of is this just the pullback to now drive past this, which we know that can happen, guys, because of this. So this could be this move, right? But our get out, I mean, if we took that second entry, the first hour would pop down to 2019, and then you close below. That would be our sign to get out, but you'd probably just close out at that point anyway. You'd definitely close this one out at break even. So that's what we've got to be cautious of. Crazy move. But if it comes down there, why is it coming down again? That because it's going to drive down. And if it drives down, it's likely going to drive through our stops if it's going to drive down. I mean, was this news? Wednesday the 17th? Potentially? Potentially? I mean, that was news. Yeah, this is probably all news, this, you know.
That's what I was saying when I was talking to myself on mute.
Yeah, so it's...
It looks like that was news that drove that.
So if we're saying the ones what drive through 2012 is all news, and all the others are not news, I mean, that was 4 o'clock, then are we likely going to drive through 2013? Probably not. But it's Forex. Anything can happen. We've got 14 minutes for an hour close. Okay, let's see if we can... I ideally want to tap this in this hour. Why do you think I want to tap it in this hour? Because it means this hour is going to be a long hourly candle. So the reach is running out. Remember Stretch Armstrong? His arm only stretches so long. Yeah, this is his arm stretching out. It only stretches so long and then it's got to pull back. But if this hour closes like that, or even if this hour closes below, it's not what we want really. Because that means the next hour then can actually stretch further. Do we cancel this wing back and go for this wing back? Do you know what I mean? Do ideally we want this in the next 15 minutes. We saw no top wick, that's nice. Can this 15 pop down? Come on, baby. Might be too much, mind. Might be a bit too far, that. Now let's have a look though if the hour does close in around this area. The hour's closed in around the area there, then this hour comes down 2022, comes actually down to 2020 and then still pulls back. So we sort of want the hour closing, even when you close like this, you can close bullish and then a couple of hours before you get down. Hour close below and still plays out. But this hour taps it first, doesn't it? I'm just trying to think if the hour closes. Could we not take a buy stop the other side of the hour? To come back up if it flips. Come on. Oh, the hours can actually do anything. It's an area where you can just mess about, really. You can really just mess about. We could get something like this, which might take a couple of hours to get back. So this is again another thing. Start getting comfortable with the drawdown. What potentially could happen. You know that if the hour breaks below, you know now you've got more reach to go. The new hour closes bullish back in, and then the next hour powers through. You'd be straight into drawdown. You'd be shitting yourself because you'd get the next position. You'd then enter this one. Now you're in profit, and then this new hour closes bearish. So you're really shitting yourself because you've got 2 trades in drawdown, and then the next hour then powers all the way through, and you could take both a nice profit. But understand, get yourself comfortable that this is what could happen. You could go into drawdown twice on an hourly candle and still play out. Right? So when you're going into drawdown after you've done your previous day there, you should start being comfortable because you know why you're going into drawdown. Excuse me. But hopefully what we're hoping is this is the 4 hour flipping. We're hoping this 4 hour is going to flip to the upside. That's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping for. I mean, you did have one big pushing candle on this 4, but I believe that was news. 2 o'clock, so this would have started 10. Yeah, so that'll be the one what news was on. I do believe this one was news. But if you look at the others, I mean, look how big of a pushing candle that one is. And that wasn't... Oh, it could have been news, to be fair. But if you look at the size of these other forward candles coming from this level, they're not that big, really. That's what I'm saying. It might take 2 forward candles to get down. But we're probably going to get something like this one here. Hopefully we can just tap it on this forward. Then the new forward can pull back and close respecting. That's perfect what we want to see, really. This forward taps it and then closes respecting. Three hours bullish. 2 hours got no bottom wick, so that's a sign that this should flip and close bearish. And you close respecting on this 2 hour. So if only this 2 hour can pop down, tap, and then close doji, that'd be fantastic for us. Can we get down? Can we get down?
Taking a sweet time.
Yep, it is. It is. Well, it looks like the 30 is going to close below, though. So we're not respecting this area. So that's a good sign that we're probably not going to reject from here. Just are we going to reject from here? I would think if you're coming down, you're likely going to want to break this low in order to come back up. But we'll see. But is this the break in the high in order to come low? That's the thing. Which makes sense on the daily if you think about it, because the daily could flip to the downside. Because you're bearish on the daily, you could flip and drive. But we're saying that, well, we believe the daily's closed respecting. Therefore, this daily should end up being bullish. We're also saying that this daily should have a steeper top wick, even if you want to flip to the downside to drive. So we're also saying that it can drive unless having a steeper top wick. But Is this the top wick? I mean, the markets have been so weird lately. We'll see. We'll see. What we want to see really is this: no top wicks and a big pushing candle, a big pump, big pumpage, big pumpage. I knew that would happen. MT4 disappears again. Why? Why? So we might even get a 15 close down here, right? And it could still play out. Well, ideally we don't. We want a 15 close like this is perfect. This is what you want. 15 close respecting. The new 15 does a big push, activates and then flips bullish. Fantastic. You got more chance of the next 15 then driving straight up. Obviously I know it comes back down. I would have stopped out at break even. But it just means you've got more chance of it. Plus with no top wick as well. You then want this candle to open up, give a bottom wick and then flip to the upside. Who have we got in the chat? Good morning, Callum. Good morning, Soph. Good morning, Mikey G. How we doing?
Good, thanks yourself.
When are you getting on her let loose, Callum? You need to get on, mate. I want to make a squad. I want to make a squad, mate. I want to make a squad.
Who we got else besides Mikey G?
Yeah. I'm trying to persuade Dan to get it.
Oh, fair one. So my team there.
Yeah. I'll fight him. You can be my 2IC if you want.
Happy days, mate.
I've chose you because I know what Mikey G's like and I've had him as 2IC before and I won't say too much.
Dangerous.
Yeah. He doesn't listen much, put it that way. Mikey G. Mikey G. So when you're out then, Callum, you have told me, but you signed off now?
No, mate, not yet.
Oh, you're waiting, aren't you? You're still waiting. Waiting to find out. Yeah. Do you know what? If I could do it again, I like the infantry, you know, because I mean I just always wanted to be a soldier, really. But if you think about it, if you took the ego out of it, because you know the infantry look down on everyone else, like RLC and yeah. So if you took the ego out of it and just thought, you know what? What's the easiest place to get promoted and just fly through the ranks?
RLC or Amy.
Yeah. So that's probably what I would have joined. And my uncle was it. Oh wait there, guys. We're bumping here. Stand by. Stand by. Just want to see this 5. Okay, it'll be on my call list. Let's see if we can get a 5 clause. Come on, baby, get down. Nice big pump. Right, this is what we want, a nice big pushing candle. You haven't brought these lows on the 5 yet. So if this 5 can just carry on pushing for us, we might get a 15 close below and then the new 15 comes back up. But remember, understand drawdown. We can go into drawdown. Obviously I don't want to go into drawdown, but we know we can do. Come on. What is this? That's 8. 13 pips. That's where I'm gonna go risk free. Like that. Because you come down, you tap, come back up, and then I mean it still plays out, to be fair. I mean, you could probably get away with your stuff below here as well. It's just if it does power through this range, that's all. But remember, guys, this is just how I trade. Like, what you want to get the point where you're doing your own, because everyone's got different personalities and everyone's a different character. The way I trade might not be perfect for you. You need to take what can help you out of how I trade and start to implement your own little stuff. Only if it comes natural though and it works. That's what you want to be doing. So the 5's closing. No bottom wick on this 5 would be perfect. New 5 pops down, gives the bottom wick and flips bullish. Oh, no bottom wick on the 15. Come on. Come on. No top wick on the 15 either. How are we going to power through? I'd really like this 15 to tap it. Which is probably unlikely. Or is it? Because remember the daily's flipping now, so that's what I'm saying. It can drive. 15 close respect in this. Minor. So it now means the new 15. Where's the new 15? You can mess about as well. What's a 15 done? Okay. 15's closed bearish. Okay, we're still going to be in. Tell me if it taps it. I need to have a look at the 15. So the 15's closed like this. The new 15 can still come down and then pull back. Okay. See if we can push down first, break the lows one more time. You can mess about here on the 15, that's the thing. I mean, look at this, it's minging. This one didn't quite make it down. This one messes about. Okay, the 15's flipped back down now. Break the lows, should get a little pop down. Ooh. We ideally don't want price to start pushing back, because when it's pushing back, that's picking up more fuel to push further. So we need price to really come down, tap, and then it does the pullback. So we ideally need this 15 to do it, because oh, it's a new hour. Okay, let's have a look at this hour then. So the hour's broke below now. So does that mean the new hours? I don't like that it's closed below, because this hour could drive. Remember, this is on my call list. Let me change this so none of yous call. Because I'm just worried that this hour could actually drive. But then again, it broke below here and you still play out. Broke back in.
We're driving down.
Are we driving down, are we? Okay. What we like? Got a little pump down. Okay, guys. Oh, not yet. It's another little pump down. Oh, so close yet so far. Can we break the lows one more time? Another little push. Anyone get in on that?
No.
Oh no, don't go back up. Don't be flipping now.
Was 24 the way to go?
Fucking hell. We don't want this flipping to the upside. We need another push down. Test the lows again. Come on, baby. Come on, everyone, sing to it. Get down, get down.
Get down.
I mean, you can trickle down here, to be honest. We really don't want a bullish close on a 5. That's not what we want. Ah, this 5's flipping here, guys. Have we missed that move?
I managed to get in on that.
Well done, mate. You would. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? If we can just get a 5 close, the next 5 should give us a wick fill. But sorry, 5 bearish close. The next 5 should give us a wick fill. Oh, fucking hell, man. Come on, guys. It's my bad that, like, we were what? 1 pip away. We need a 5 bearish close. And then we need a wick fill. That'll want to break the lows and then hopefully come back. No. I mean, could it still play out? Potentially. Potentially. Because the 15. Come on, man. I mean, are we getting this here? Now we trickle down. You do tend to tap 2022. I mean, this is it. I mean, you could be getting something like this. Oh, guys. I think we missed the move here. That's a 5. Flip to the upside now, isn't it? It's really annoyed us. I was just about to push the button as well. See if we can come back down. It would be risk free now. That would have been a fantastic entry though. Jesus. Fucking hell, man. Let's see what this 15 does. Because you can mess about as well. So we could come back down. If you're in though, I'd take some partial and maybe go to break even now.
Yeah.
Anyone on YouTube? Get in on that. Morning, Jonathan. FX Snipe, did you catch it? Vin? Jamie, any is catch it? Now if we get a 15 close back in to the range 2024 and we get a bottom wick, we could probably enter to come back up. Guys, I'm going fishing today, mate. I'm going fishing. I need to get clear my head. Bloody hell. Oh. Now you've closed respecting on the 15. So here's the thing now. Now that you've basically had your break and retest. Now you can drive past this. But saying that, there's times where you just mess about in between here for ages. You just like that. And I'll show you where. Up and down. Here, look at this. Up and down. Just up and down. So it's like, can we come back down for another entry? Which the thing is, remember, it's like a sniper, isn't it? You one shot. As soon as you have a shot and you miss, you're gonna put everyone off. It's harder to get that second shot. And now that it's sort of played out, it's less likely that it's gonna come back up to there, because now it could sort of drive further down. But it does look as if, because if you look at this one, 15 closed below, you tapped, you came back, and then you came through and you did come back. And again, this one, you do go up and down. It's just up and down constantly. So are we going to get that? Are we going to get that? If that's the case, if we do come back down, we could potentially look to get in. Now, if the 15 closes back above 2024, that'd be fantastic for you, because that would be a sign of us wanting to push back up. And then the new 15 comes down, creates a bottom wick, and then flips and drives. That might work also. So ideally, we want to see 15 close above. That's what we want to see. I'm going to open these curtains now. It's miserable today. Lashing down. The sea's rough as out. Have you took some partial there, Callum? I mean, you peaked.
Yeah, 2024, mate. I closed that fully because it's just coming.
16 pips, mate. You did right, yeah. You did right. 16 pips. That's nice, nice. I mean, what did I put these? 2022, 8-8. You can't even say hit. What are we going to do now? When's the next hour? 50 minutes. Next 30 is in 20 minutes. So what do we want to see on this 30? So is this the hour now? Is this the top wick for the hour? The hour's broke out, tap previous support. Is this going to flip to the downside now? That is the thing. Now when you get an hour break below, the new hour can pull all the way up to 2025. So are we just going to push back up now? Which we can do. We sort of want to find a 50. We want a 15 close above, then a bottom wick again. See if we can get back down to that level. But what would be perfect is 15 close above, and then the new 15 opens up no top wick, pops down, tests the lows, and then flips. That's what we want to see, guys, in 3 minutes. I just want to make sure that this 15-minute range is right. Yeah. We might not even get that far though, this is the thing. Because the 15-minute range is like that. Look at it go. My God, I'm not having another mismove like that. Now the next 15 might not even pull back that far. It could just power up. But if we can maybe come back down to 2023, we could potentially get in there. It's going to be on my call here, guys, because I'll have to check the 5 minute, see how aggressive the 5 minute moves. But if we get a 15 close bullish, See how this closes. Wow. 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 Top wick for the 15 now is gone. Oh well, there's always another trade, isn't there? So if this is the start of... This is what's difficult now, because the hours technically has it broke out because it's in this minging area. We do need to come back up. It's whether the new 15 can pull back. If the new 15 pulls back to maybe 2023, we can potentially buy there, 2023. But it's got to pull back with no top wick. Okay, stand by guys, 12 seconds. Okay, we've had a nice 15 close now. So is this the start of the forward to flip? That's what we're saying. You've broke the lows. Is this the start of the forward to flip? There's 45 minutes left of this. Ah, so it opens up with no bottom wick. You gotta love trading, don't you?
It does not want us to play today.
Because what you're worried about now is driving through. You've had a nice pullback there. You could just drive through this area now. So then, do you cancel this one and go off this one? Well, previous data tells us that you can come down multiple times and still do this. But the more this pullback happens, the more chance it's going to power through. So it needs to calm its tits and come back down for us, really. But I mean, that would have been a lovely entry. You wouldn't have had any drawdown whatsoever. I was literally about to push the button as well. I just wanted another little push. What a donut. What a donut. Well, this is what Forex does to you guys. It can frustrate you, it can force you to get in now. So don't sort of impulse entry thinking, fuck, I'm just getting in because it's going up. Because that's what will catch you out. You've got to now wait. Wait for the right setup. No bottom wick here. Do we need to come back down? Well, we don't. We can drive. Now if you get an hour close back in, which is in 45 minutes, it should be fairly straightforward to come back up. Well, actually no, it wouldn't, because that's the forward closing bearish then. We're basically saying, is this 4 going to flip to the upside? Because look at the 3. Is the 3 going to flip back up in 42 minutes? It's broke the lows. Yeah, because remember this 2's got no bottom wick. Therefore this 2 is likely going to close doji. So are we even going to get back down? I don't even know if we're going to get back down here, guys. You've got a 15-minute close. I can't just enter here though, but you should be coming back up to 2025. Not enough for me, that. I really wanted no top wick. I'm hoping the guys on the signals, the spread caught them in. Probably likely it did, to be honest, but look at this, no bottom wick, no. So what do you think this is telling us now then? This is telling us that, are we going to carry on up to come up here to create that top wick? Is that what we're saying? But again, we're going back in that minion range. You little bugger. Little bugger. 15. We don't want it to tap 2025 because that is an area where you can potentially tap next. But here's the thing, now this hour could flip and drive. If it flips back to the downside, probably going to want to create a steeper bottom wick. So then is this wing back buy on? Are you going to power through? Are we going to come straight through to this area? So do we cancel this one? Because look, we've had that hour break now. Yeah, this activated it. And you close below. This hour's then pulled back to the level where we're at, 2024, and then it flips to the downside and then drives down to 19. This is what I'm saying. So can you take this wing back buy now? After it's gonna be a weird one. People did get in on that, on the signals. Fantastic. Oh, I feel better now. I feel better people caught it. Okay, this is tricky now, guys. If anything, this is probably on this 2019 one. But the good thing about this 2019 one, stops shy of 70 pips. But I need to see. What I want to see is price respect in this area here. We want price respect in this area, and then I'll get one 5-minute candle pop out, and then this can potentially be on. But I need to see price respect in this area now. I can't just take it. So I'm going to. I can't believe we're 1 pip away. Thing is, I put it in quite a, because I did go through a phase of missing fantastic trades by 1 pip, 2 pips.
Yeah.
So I've started putting it sort of closer, but I mean, look at all these; they all go over. So 15 closed back in. I mean, it comes all the way back up at that point. You can this could play out again, but you're just at a risk of driving through now because you've had a pullback. I am debating whether to get in on it again. I need to see lower time frames struggling. This is what I need to see really. So this wing back potentially might be back on. So just stay switched on with the stream, guys, if you're watching, right? We can get one pop down. No top wick on the 5. Fucking beautiful entry that, like. 15's closed bullish, back into the range. Therefore, the 15 should be coming back up to 2027, but we know it can come up to 2025. Could we not take an entry from 2023? No, we need to come back to 2025. before coming back down. Let's check this 15. Make sure it needs to come back to 2025. It doesn't. It could reject from here, come down, so we can't take that entry. Oh, we're there. Could we not? So this one tapped it, came back, came to 2025, which I think where we're at now. And then the next 15 came down, tapped it again, pulled back. So could it be back on? Could it be back on? It's done it again there. Potentially. Yeah, this will be back on, this wing back, guys. Did that hour close out though? Where are we at? Nah, so the hour. Don't think it makes a difference, so does it? Because this hour broke all these lows. Close respect in there. Yeah, this wing back's going to be on again. Bear in mind, if you are taking it, the reason why it's still on, the 4 still hasn't got a top wick. So if it does come back down, which it might not, then it can play out again. But remember, you can also come into drawdown for the second entry. Remember that, right? But it's just whether we can get back down. We might not get back down. We could just carry on up. It'd be nice if this 15 does it though, because that's what happens with the other one. So I'll show you there. 15 close respecting. This 15 already played out with it, and then the next 15 closed below, but taps it, and then the new 15 comes back up. You're gonna have to do it like that though now, which is not 11 pips at that point. If you don't like it, guys, wait for the second one. Got a big 5 pushing candle. Come on, get down. Now this is another area you can come to and then reject to go back up. So I was debating on entering at 2023, but I want price to tap 2022. It's a better advantage point as well. Because now you've had that pullback now, so you can drive through this area. But what I'm hoping is it's not much of a pullback. So when you don't get much of a pullback, you don't break any highs, because there's the highs there. When you don't break any highs, what happens is you get waves like this. Up, you break the lows, then you come back, and that's all what happens. Break the lows, you come back. Okay, stand by. 3 minutes left of this 5. Can we get another 2 minutes of pushing? Can we get a 2? Oh, look at the 5 reject.
As soon as you said it,
Because this is an area where you can reject from again, and we were potentially going to take wing back buy back up. Now I'm trying to think if we could. What if the 15 flips back up here? Can we not get a buy stop above? Guess it does flip from here. No, because the 15. It's a nice close on the 15 though. If the 15 can still respect this area, remember we said we want to see price respect this area. But it might, but it doesn't have to, because the 15 on previous day has closed below. I really wanted this 15 to tap though, guys. And the next 15s, that's them probably going to pull back, and then the next 15 is going to give a top wick and then flip. Now what could happen is this 15 can open up top wick and then drive through. Like a little snail there, wasn't it? When he took the eyes of a snail, it just sucks itself back in. So 5 doji close. Can this 5 give us a wick fill? 15 bearish close. Still respecting this minor support. Can this 15 give us a wick fill? Break the lows again. Come back up. Nah, man. I know you've got beat, Sharif. I know he's got beat, but mate, he'll win the league. Liverpool will win the league. Then again, Arsenal were unreal. Arsenal play really nice football, but I still think he'll win the league. Like, I don't want it to. I can't stand it, but I do think he'll win the league. I don't think City will win it. City will finish second. I'm normally right, you know, Sharif. Only joke, bit. Normally right. Okay, this is a nice 5 pushing candle. Look at this 5. We can just break the lows. Break the lows one more time. Get us in there. Now we potentially could get a buy stop off this 5, because if this 5 does flip. Come on. 3 minutes left of this 5. Can I push past? What if this 15 flips? What it is, this range here, 12 pips. If this 15 is gonna flip, it's then looking to push to tap 2025, which is 12 pips. Could we take the flip of the 15, which is the 30 back in the range? 30 flipping. I would prefer this wing back if possible. But we could go for me. This is the thing here. I know price gets tapped here quite a few times before coming up, so I would prefer this getting tapped, but there is a potential another setup here of the 30, a buy stop above the 30. You should be coming to 2025. I'm not going to take it because my best setup is another tap of 2022. Doing it as well, innit? The 5 pulling back. Is the 5 gonna flip? That's a question. Is the 5 gonna flip? I love just watching price go without me. It's great, isn't it?
It's the best feeling in the world. That's why I got into trading.
Now I know I'm cautious on my trades, right? Sometimes overly cautious, but this January's been tough for like no trading days, really. Very weird, the markets. I mean, you've got a 5 minute close here, so twice you've tried to break these lows. So is this 15 going to flip to the upside with a new 2 5 minute candles? Likely the 30 minutes got a bottom wick now. This is what I'm saying. This buy stop probably will play out. You're likely going to come and tap 2025. I couldn't take that, guys. I want this tapping again. Looking at previous data, it can mess about for a while and then come. So you got 15 minutes here. There's 30 minutes. bear in mind this one tapped it. Let's see when you break below, come back in. Break below. See all these tapped it, all of them. So I'm very surprised yet we haven't physically tapped 2022.92. But you do mess about. Close back in, you come back down to 2023. Then we've closed respecting, haven't we? 15 comes up. Then 1:15 minute comes back down to 2023. So if we get another bullish close on this 15, look at that. And we don't tap 2025, we get a bottom wick, we could potentially take 2023 now. Because price is showing us that we're struggling to break these lows, so unlikely. Gonna get back down. You little bugger. Look at that. Anyone catch a 30?
Yep.
Did you? Callum. You're naughty, you mate.
Yeah, I couldn't resist myself. Could not resist myself.
Now, if the hour closes, again this becomes tricky now, because if the hour closes like this, the hour's closing back into the range. However, the 4 was closed bearish. So where's the next 4 hour going? The next 4 hour can do anything. It could create a bottom wick and then flip, create a top wick for the previous 4. It can literally do anything in here. So it's not ideal. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that in the 3 hour. You know what we've got. Oh, you know what we've got. There you go. There you go, guys. When I'm drawing stickman like this, it sort of sums up the trading day. Got a weird leg. Oh, he broke his leg. He broke his leg against Liverpool.
That is me.
Yeah. Nah, this is you, isn't it? I always do this. This is you. There you go. Take a screenshot, and that sums up our trading morning. Because if the hour closes, we're likely going to come back up. Guys, there's not much I can do now. I think we've missed the trade by 1 pip, I think. That was the trade there, I think. If this 15 closes bullish, the next, and doesn't, we need this 15 not to tap 2025. And then we need the next 15 to come back down, break the lows, and then push. I mean, you potentially could take it from 2023, which I think we might do. But we've got less of advantage points, so just be aware. If the 15 does break below, you might not come back to break even. Because we might be looking at this. So see where this 15's closed bullish. The new 15's closed bullish again, so another confirmation you're pushing up, and then the new 15 comes down, taps 2023, and then flips, and that's when you're starting initiating the drive. So we could potentially get that. So potential wing back buys from 2023 if this 15 breaks out. But that's if it comes back. It might not come back. If it goes, guys, and taps 2025, I'm probably going to call it a stream, because at that point the hour's going to close bullish, but the 4 can do anything now. You're going to have to wait a couple of hours to see what the first half of the forward does, whether it gives you a top wick first or whether it gives you a bottom wick first, because you haven't had a sort of, you need to get out of this minging range on the 4. This is disgusting. And even below is disgusting, very dangerous. I said this on my stream yesterday. Taking sells below you off the 4 hour is dangerous, because at any point you can just power back up. Because look, all these 4s are at different levels before you power up. All different levels. It's not a straightforward. It's not a straightforward. You've got a range, the bottom of the range, and price keeps tapping. It's not like that. What we've got is the 4's breaking out, shooting back up. 4's coming out, breaking below that, coming back up, then coming back below, back up, and then breaking that, and then coming back up, not coming even back in, and it's just a minging area. These range, how do you find a range like that? It's very difficult, and they're the ranges you want to avoid ideally. You just gotta wait. This is the thing, guys. It works in cycles. Like if you're just jumping on my streams, let's say you've just been on my streams of last week or 2 weeks, all you'll see most of us not taking a trade. But that's not what we do. We only take a trade if the trades are there, waiting what the cycle's allowing us to take, what the charts are allowing us to take. But I definitely don't, and I can't get pressured into taking. Not like you're doing that, mind. So don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you don't want to get the point where you get pressured into taking trades, because that's how your win rate drops and your profitability drops. That's not what you want. So 2 minutes for a 15 close. So it's whether we can come back down. You don't really need to come back down really, because you've been down a few times now. Ooh, what is this 15 doing here? Oh, it's flipping back to the downside. What are you doing? One of the streamers in New York took gold sells at 2015 and stops at 2040. Yes, you read that right. Oh, is that Dumbo? Was that Dumbo? $20.40. Fucking massive. How was it? I know he has big stocks. He's good though. He's a good trader, Dumbo, to be fair. I like his stuff. I like what he does for the industry, to be fair. He's doing it the right way. But I know he does have big stops. I have big stops. I've watched him a few times. Good. today. Can we get back down, guys? That is the question. Can we back down? Anyway, Sharif, aren't you from London? How come we don't support like Arsenal or I don't know, Spurs or Chelsea or who else is in there? There's bloody loads in there. Oh, guys, look at the 15. Yeah, I said it does need to come back down. Oh, you're from Preston? Why did I think London? Oh, I don't know. You're from Preston? Why not Preston North End? Oh, is there no comment on that one? To be honest, I'm from Hartlepool. Technically, I should support Hartlepool. So it's like my family. I've got like my mum's side of Hartlepool, my dad's side of like live in Newcastle.
I know what the better side is.
Yeah. When you imagine growing up as a kid though, Hartlepool, or I did actually used to go to the Hartlepool games though when they were playing Darlow, the rivalry. Yeah. Did you? Oh, Sharif, you went to watch Bristol 2 weekends ago. I think sometimes the lower league football is good, you know. It's more sort of rough, isn't it? Yeah, if we tap 2025, guys, I'm probably going to call it, you know. It's just because at that point, there's no point. Well, at that point, there's no point. Because it means the hour's going to likely close bullish. And then the 4 is closed bearish. So you're going to have to wait for another hour for an hour closed bullish or an hour closed bearish to confirm which direction the 4 was going. There's just no point. It's just, I mean, I would apologise, but I mean, I didn't get in the trade either. But I was so close to pushing the button. 1 pip away from this entry, guys. So my bad on that one. I mean, the trade lock got it, which is fantastic. Not even a pip. Not even a pip. If I'd set a sell limit, it would have spread would have caught me in. Half a pip. Half a pip. Bloody hell, man. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Dirty, done me dirty there, Gold, today. Oh, well, we have a love-hate relationship, me and Gold. Oh, what's this 15 doing? Just messed about, man. So, we're really struggling here. Are we going to power up, actually, to 2027? I need a bottom wick. We just need a bottom wick, really. Because we might get something like this. Yeah, 15 messes about. Bottom wick down to 2024. Ideally, I wouldn't take it at 2024. If anything, 2023 for a bottom wick to come back up. Because are we messing about like this? So, for example, the 15 close bullish, and then we mess about for a while, and then we come back down, come back up, and we come back down. This is what I'm saying. This is why this could still be on this 2022, because I mean, you could argue and say we tapped it, we were half a pip away, but they all physically tap it. We do tend to come back to 2027. So if we can get a bottom wick to 2023, I mean, what's the difference? 9 pips there. Are we going to come back to the low? If we're going to do it, let's see what happens, because the next hour range, it's the 4 I'm worried about now. It's the 4 I'm worried about, because the new 4. So let's say, for example, if we close, so here's the thing, if we close respecting and the 4 closes bullish, what technically we should get is a top wick and then a flip to the downside for the 4. But here's the thing with the 4, If the 4 closes here like this, look at these 4s. They don't drive anywhere. They only drive back down to 2023, 2023.7 or 2023.22.9. So they don't actually drive. So you'd need to clear that area to take technically a breakout on the 4 hour. So it means, but if the hour closes back in and we get a bottom wick without a top wick on the 4, so let's say the hour closes back in, the 4 closes like this. The 4 is respecting this minor support here. And if the new hour can pull back first with no top wick on the 4, bear in mind we've got no top wick on this 4, the likelihood of this 4 coming down and driving, it's unlikely. It's probably going to have to give us a top wick, right? Especially a top wick on this. So if the new hour can so happen push down first, tap, and then flip to create a top wick, I mean, we'd be long out of the trade at that point. But that's something we can get on. So we really need a forward close respect, and that's probably the only thing I've got at the minute. If that doesn't play out, if we close below, I'm probably going to call it. Okay, so we've got 8 minutes. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. Do what you need to do. I'll be back in a second. It's going to be interesting how this hour closes. What happens if the hour close respecting? Back up, close, yeah, because look. So this hour's broke out, and then the new hour closes respecting, and the new hour just messes about. It's what I'm saying, you're just going to mess about. I mean, this still does play out, to be fair. So are we going to have another pop back down? I still do think this 2020, it gets tapped a few times before leaving town. So look, 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, and then price leaves town. One, 2, 3, 4, then price leaves town. So I do believe we'll like 1, 2, 3, potential 4, but that's literally what we've had. Look at that. That's reject exactly the same place I was rejected from. So it does look like you do tap 2022.92 a few times before leaving town. Okay. Oh shit. Am I still on Discord, guys?
Yes, mate.
Alright, okay. Thought I bloody closed it down there. Here comes the money. Oh, look at this hour. What's it doing? Oh, we're there. What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, guys. Stand by, guys. We might be in here. 15. Now, remember, this could drive because you've now done a top wick. You haven't tapped 2025, though. And the hour's flipping. The 4's closing in 36 seconds. Oh, my God. What are you doing? So, it means the 4 is now closing. If the 4 closes like this, I probably won't be getting in on this. Because it means if the 4 closes like this, it means the next 4 can push to the next range. Very tricky this, guys. So the 4's closed below. So technically now the 4 can come down to 2021. So if that's the case, if we get a pullback, could we not just take a sell down? 6.5. Because what's the hour done? So the hour's closed bearish. Okay, okay. Can we get a... This is pure 15 claws. No bottom wick either. So you can't even take a sell. Or could you? Could you take a sell down? See how it's all changed now because the fours drove. I believe you're gonna have to come back down, aren't you? If you want to drive back up, can we not just sell down now? That would be the flip. 5 pips. See if we can push a bit further and potentially take a sell here. Because this 5 should create a bottom wick. It's just the new 4. I'm just a bit wary with the new 4. How far is this new 4 going to come? Because the new 4's broke below, so it means this 4 can come as high as 2025. If we tap 2025, we can potentially get sell stops underneath to come down to this wing back's not on now, guys. It's not on for me. Because the 4's broke. I needed the 4 to close respecting. But if we come up to tap 2025, can we not take a wing back from 2025? No bottom wick on either of these. You're likely going to have to create a bottom wick. Is this a fake out though? If this 15 closes back above, then this was a fake out. But you're probably going to come down and create a bottom wick for it. I don't know if I can take this, guys. Don't like it now. Get rid of this. This wing back buy is not on. We're at 2022, aren't we? So what's this 4 going to do we think? This 4 is probably going to give us a top wick. It only needs to tap previous... Well, this is the thing. You've still got no top wick on this. But I don't think it's going to pull all the way that far. I think if anything it'll close bullish and then start making its way back up. But it should come and tap 2025. But this is previous support at 2024. So technically it only needs to tap 2024. But because we're bearish now on the 4, the wing back buy is difficult. Because what you need is a bullish close. Which we had a bullish close and we were on this candle. But now you're bearish, so you're looking for wing back sells now. Ready for the 4 to flip. So could we take a wing back sell from 2025? That's what I'm looking at now. We've had loads of breakouts. Everything's broke the lows now and everything's closed bearish. So if we can get up to... I see it only needs to tap this, so should this be the wing back? If we can get up to 2025, we could potentially have a wing back sell. I need to have it. This not confirmed yet though, guys. Give me a bit of time. Because this would be a fake out. You would likely, even if you break the high, you're probably going to come back to test before driving anyway. Is it 2025 or is it 2026? Up, back down. up, back down, up, back down. This is quite a there's another little area here, 2025. Up, back down, up. Doesn't quite make. If we get a close above, then well, what stops have to be here? Stops will need to be the high. Maybe that. That's not too bad. Up, back down, up, back down. Okay, we can potentially look at this for a wing back sell from 2026. Because what it is, you've had loads of breakouts. 15 minutes broke out, no bottom wick. Sign price probably going to want to come back down. 30-minute breakout, no bottom wick. Hour breakout, no bottom wick. 2-hour breakout, no bottom wick. 3-hour breakout, no bottom wick. Everything is bearish, even the 4. And the 4 has to come and tap at least 2022. So if we can push up without a bottom wick, to be honest with you, stops, really. When you get a bearish close, stops only need to be above this. You shouldn't be breaking that high, really. We're there. We're going to have to go above this. That would be stops. Now, bear in mind, we might be coming back up for a top wick for this. But I just can't see this forward coming all the way back. Break the highs and then flip. I think if anything, it'll go something like up, close bullish, and then the new 4 will then come up, tap, back down. So at the minute we've got wing back. See how it's changed already? It just flips. Because you've got to adapt to the market. This is the thing. But it's whether we get up to 2026. There is a potential area where you can reject from here, 2024.82. So it could tap this and reject and come down. Now, I'm just looking though to see, could we get just a sell stop underneath? Because if the 4 does flip, I just know it can tap 2022 again and reject again. But there's only 8 pips there. It's not enough for me. It's not enough. I really want this tapping. 2026. Come on, get up there. And what's going to tell us? Look, 15 close. 15 close. Now, the only issue is very difficult taking this wing back back up now because everything's bearish. It means everything could just drive through that range. So this 2022's not on now for me. We've got no bottom wick on these, but this could just be a fake out to the downside. To just go double bottom, come the other side of Asia. Because we've picked up some liquidity now, but we haven't broke the lows. This is the thing. We've closed below, but we haven't broke any of these lows yet. So you would think before you drive up, you're likely going to come and tap that 2022 level, which would break these lows. So you're likely going to come tap that before driving back up. So this is why I'm looking at this wing back sell now, because if we can reach up now without tapping that level, price is likely going to tap, come back down, break the lows, and then drive, if it's going to go that way. But it's just whether we can get up, guys. It's whether we can get up. I'm looking at, not bad with the 515. target really. Take partial move to break in would be probably this 2024 level, which is 12 pips. Look at that negative RR there, look at that. Bloody, I mean, you could just go like that and go, boom, yeah, there you go, 1 to 1. That's what we're targeting, but really we're going to close out for that 2023. Let's do that, so it looks better. Since we're on Instagram. That's what everyone does, doesn't it? You get some mad people on Instagram and that. Like, that's the thing with social media. You don't have a clue what to believe. You don't have a clue. You gotta look at this, like, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it because it just pisses me off. It just gives the industry a bad name. 3 minutes for a 15 close. Can this 15 close be the one? Or is this what we were talking? What it is? You can't take. You couldn't take this wing back buy back up now from 2023 because the fours broke below. That's what I'm saying. So you've got to adapt and go. Okay, well now the reach on the 4 can actually come all the way down to 2019. So it's just whether this 4 is going to carry on up, because when you get a 4 close in around this area, the next 4 doesn't drive that much. Unless you're here, look at this 4 here. It drives all the way to 2029. So that could be potentially our second entry. Oh, look at this, look at this. Okay, stand by guys, stand by. I am getting in for a sell on this. I would imagine the new 15 comes back down, tests the lows anyway. We're going to be aggressive with it as well, right? As in moving stops to safety fairly quickly. Probably off like a 5-minute candle. I really want this 15 to tap it though, if possible. Can this 15 be the one to get up there? We know the 15s can close respecting. You've got quite a lot of power now to drive up, but again, you haven't broke the lows. As in, you broke this low, so is that all it needs? Is this the break of the low in order to break the high? So therefore, are we just going to drive up? I'll probably be going risk free there. I won't take partial, I'll just go risk free. I would take partial, probably be back down at 2024. Because you're getting some hell of a big push in 4-hour candles lately. I do believe this 4 will probably come back down to 2019. 2019 is probably the target. Come on, get up there. 15 minutes closing in 30 seconds. We've got a big push in 30-minute candle. I will have to leave you know, guys. I've got to go out at 11. So it might be a case of entering this trade and hopefully it'll play out quick. Come straight back down on the 15. If this 15 can open up top wick, no bottom wick, push, break the highs and then flip to the downside, fantastic. Oh, does exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite. If this taps, guys, if this taps 2024, I'm done. I'm done for the day. This is not on. Because if price is breaking out, so it's likely going to tap previous support, and then it can drive further. So if it comes and taps 2024, this is not on for me. I'm done. It can probably still play out, but that's my advantage point, you see. Oh, fucking hell. What are you doing? This is what I'm saying. The markets have been weird, but you've got to understand, like, there's very, very smart people trying to catch us out with trading. Very smart people. And they're trying to beat us and take our money. So we've got to be very smart as well. And they lay traps all over, but we just can't get sucked into the traps. I've got to be careful here now. It's going to be on my call list, guys, right? Because the 5's done a bottom wick now. I didn't want that. Because this could drive further. If it's going to drive further, where's it going to drive? Okay, just stand by. Wait for my call. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, no bottom wick on the 1. Okay. Okay, maybe it's on. Come on. Get up there. Get up there. Stand by. 20 seconds. And we've got a 3 minutes flipped. 5. How long's left for the 3? 1 minute. Okay. Can the 5 tap? Can the 3 tap? Can the 1 tap? New 1 minute candle. Get up there. Stop messing about. Get up there. Because are we just going to drive through this range now? That's another issue. Because you've had 3 bottoms now. So I need to see price. Reject. We've got second half of the candle. No bottom wick again. Okay, stand by. Okay, guys, I'm in for a sell now. On this, we are in for sells. I'm gonna be aggressive with the stop loss. Okay. Now we could actually push all the way through to 2027. Now looking at previous data, we can also reject this around this area. So that's what we're hoping for. We reject around this area. So stand by for moving stops, right? Because it will be pretty aggressive, I think. Stop loss, guys, is up in 2033. 2033 levels. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going risk free now, guys. That's me going risk free. If it comes back up and stops me out, it stops me out. I'm not interested. We're risk free on this. I haven't took partial yet. Once we tap 2024, I'll be taking partial. I mean, if you want to take partial, by all means, take some partial. I'm going to be taking a lot as well, 75% to be honest with you. Come on, baby, get down. Nice entry though, guys. We're risk free on this. Nice entry. Come on, can we get down? Can we get down? So we want to be tapping, to be honest with you. If we push back down to 2025, I'll take partial there. Because it's already tapped it. Guys, I'm going to take some partial. And the reason being, if you look at the 5, I was looking off the 15. If you look at the 15 zone's here, 2024. But if you look at the 5 zone, yeah, the 5 range is actually this one here. So this is technically previous support. And we've already tapped it. So it means it can flip back up. So it's already hit the target, really. So that's why I've took some partial there. So not the best of trades. You can hold out. It's up to you what you do with partials and close and fall and things like that, though. Okay. But very aggressive move this, because stops were risk free fairly quickly. We're 8 pips. I think I took partial about 9 pips. But it has peaked 11. Lovely 5 minute close that. Can we get some flyers down? Okay. the goat. Cheers, Kyra. To be honest, you've been on quite a lot, Kyra, as well, haven't you? But appreciate you, man, jumping on. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you caught some pips here, everyone should have caught some pips. You should have had some partial out, really. But drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. Jump into our Discord as well. It's a free Discord. It just notifies you when I'm on, and you know, if I'm not on, and things like that. Saves you sat about waiting about. I've just been stopped out at break-in with spread. That is disgusting. You're likely going to get stopped now anyway.
No.
Yeah, you should all be stopped now. Daily love from Thailand. I've got a friend in Thailand. I know it's a big place, man. You probably won't know him. But yeah, classmate. So everyone probably stopped out, guys, at break even. So I'm glad we caught something. Now, I'm glad we caught something after we missed this trade. This was a lovely trade. I know our trade guys caught it, the signals, and Callum caught it. So that was lovely. And then we were a bit aggressive with this as well, but it's what you've got to do sometimes. Now watch it absolutely bomb through the floor. So another win added to the chart, guys. So well done to you, to you lot.
Thanking you.
Where we are. Okay, not massive profit, but profit's profit, isn't it? What time did we get in on that? 11, 10, 17. 10, 17. 2 or 3. And what was this? This was a wingback sell, wasn't it? So I'm going to show you where this can potentially drive to now, because look at the 4 hour now, right? Did you see? Can you understand why we changed from buys up to now sells down so quick? Well, for one, we scalped. We only have to 10 pips really, but because everything had closed below, you're now bearish. So that's why we can change. We know this 4 should be coming down at least the 2022 mark. And looking at previous data, when you get a close down here like that, you can pull back to these levels at 2020. So you've got to close below this one, pull back, and then this 4 flips. So if this 4 is going to flip, and if you're still in the trade, which I don't think it will be, but if you are, you're definitely going to get some flyers down, and you can potentially come down to 2019 because that's where the 4 tends to come. Okay, so really nice. Let's get this added to the logbook. What are we on? February. Let's change the OBS. So we're now 29 trades, guys. 29 wins. 2 break evens and a small controlled loss of 0.2%, something like that. Nice. So what was this? 6. If you just want this spreadsheet as well, drop me a message in Discord in the group and just ask for it. I'll get it sent to you. Yeah, I know I'm coming now. Good timing. 10, 17, gold. Like I say, not massive profit. It was off of 15, was it? To be honest, the profits. What was the stops on that? Was it 70? 70, wasn't it? 70. What did we peak? I think we took 9. Was it? Let's have a look. Was it 9? Yeah, I'll say 9. 9 pips, not the best. Weekly bias. Was it weekly bias? Was it the weekly bias? Was it the daily bias? No. Weekly. Wasn't the weekly bias, but it was the daily bias. That was it. So it wasn't the weekly, it was the daily. We had a 4 breakout, 1 hour breakout, 30-minute break. We had a 15, and then we come back up. It's for close respected, and that was it. All time frames broke low. Nice. Max drawdown. Did we have any drawdown? I don't think we did we? No drawdown. Nice. Lovely. So we're 2 for 2 this month, and we're 6 days in. Bloody 2 trades only. Bloody hell, man. Rubbish, rubbish. Okay, guys. So that's all I've got for you. Good luck if you're still in this trade. You should be coming down to 2019 if you can avoid the top wick. But other than that, anybody got any questions before I go?
No, that's it.
Fantastic, guys. Right, I will be back on tomorrow then. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye, bye.
See you, Callum.
Bye, mate.